Actor Russel Crowe, who appears in the upcoming Kraven the Hunter film, but you might better know him from Gladiator, recently had some comments about why Hollywood shies away from showing strong and capable male heroes. His comments came in an interview with YouTuber The Critical Drinker, aka Will Jordan, while they were discussing Crowe's role as Captain Jack Aubrey in 2003's Master and Commander: The Far Side of the World. It was an interesting discussion. I definitely recommend checking out the entire interview over there at The Critical Drinker's channel. But Crowe briefly touched on why the film did not perform as well at the box office as what it should have done. He transitioned to how the film has finally begun to find its audience among people in their 30s. He said, there was an article recently in GQ asking the question, why are so many 30-year-olds obsessed with Master and Commander? And there's a lot of reasons. And one of the things that they said in the article was that they believe because everybody on board the boat and it's a very masculine situation on board that boat. But everybody has a job. Everybody's on this adventure together. They're all willing to work as a unit. They're all willing to be led by this one guy. In fact, they love that guy and they want to do their very best for this guy. And at the end of their exploration of it, it's like, this is because this is masculinity without the toxicity. This is masculinity in an almost pure way where there is a job to be done and we're all going to do it. We're facing great danger and blah, 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 all those cool things and all those sort of boys on adventures things. Jordan then kind of interjected and asked, that's the thing that we seem to be missing so much nowadays in cinema is like the idea that you can have like strong masculine roles and they don't have to be these overbearing toxic arseholes. They can be just strong and capable and competent and good at what they do and something to aspire to. He added, but it's like so many films to shy away from that now, and I don't really understand why that's happening, but it's frustrating because, like you say, that's why guys are gravitating to these older movies that are giving them that. And this is how Crowe responded. He said, the interesting thing about Master and Commander, it might not be exactly equal, but there's definitely a balance between male and female. So it's not just that young men are reaching for it. Girls in their 30s are watching it as well. So it's very interesting. But we do seem to emphasize the faults in our heroes. But I suppose that cynicism has grown. So many times we're told somebody is a righteous person or whatever, and then X amount of time goes by and you realize that person was involved in some very strange things. I think quite often we tend to pick the wrong heroes in a public forum. So I found that really interesting, and I think he's kind of getting to the point where a lot of these Hollywood films, they are trying to show people as kind of broken, not people that you should look up to. You shouldn't have any heroes, and they're basing it off of people that they know in their own lives that they've maybe held up on a pedestal as someone that might have been a hero and has kind of fallen from grace, rather than trying to give examples of people that we need to live up to, as is the case of Captain Jack Aubrey in Master and Commander. So I do find that really interesting. It kind of gives you an insight into like how Hollywood thinks, how the people in Hollywood think, and why they are not wanting to show people these heroic figures doing these heroic things anymore, because they see people as almost like broken. There isn't kind of this aspiration to do better, to do greater. They see these people as like the only thing that they can do is maybe they'll get to this point, and then all they have to do then is fall down. They don't see them as they can keep going higher and higher and being more transcendent, kind of achieving that virtue of magnanimity that is so strong that we want to achieve. So I really find that quite interesting that Russel Crowe has to say here.